Good morning and welcome to On the Spot News right here on Zimbabwe Daily. My name is Barbara Matarize and let's take a look at the news making the headlines. Close Mnangagwa Ali, who was once arrested for murdering MDC activist nominated for ZAC post, Zinara in-house anti-corruption taking in, pressure piles over diaspora vote, government maize farmers impairs rages, Mutodi quit elections, and in sport news, Nyasha Mushekwi enjoys slow start on return to Chinese Super League. Entertainment news, Enzo Aishal off the market. And here are the news in detail. Former Kwekwe Town clerk Emmanuel Musara, who is also a close ally to President Emerson Mnangagwa, has been shortlisted for possible appointment as the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission ZAC post. Parliament Standing Rules and Orders CSRO Committee announced Sunday Musara was one of the 32 candidates set to undergo public interviews to replace 6 Zimbabwe Electoral Commission ZAC commissioners whose term expires early next month. The committee said it was mandated in terms of sections 237 and 23B of the Constitution to nominate candidates for appointment by Mnangagwa to serve as commissioners on ZAC as provided. A total of 72 candidates were initially nominated by the public before the committee settled for 32 interviews. A legacy of corruption and operational challenges at tollgates has tainted the Zimbabwe National Road Administration ZINARA's corporate image. These issues emanated from the Grant Thornton Audit Report of 2018. In their current report, Zinara says they have made great strides in addressing the issues highlighted in the report. Their parent Ministry Transportation and Infrastructure Development through the minister will be announcing the progress made. Meanwhile, they will be building a new Zinara in which they will be reconfiguring the ICT department to minimize human interference in all operations. Dethroned Chief Ndiweni recently said the 2023 elections outcome would be ruled illegitimate by the international community if the more than 5 million Zimbabweans in the diaspora are not allowed to vote. Ndiweni's remarks came weeks after under fire Speaker of the National Assembly, Jacob Mutenda, called for the amendment to the electoral laws to allow for diaspora vote, promoting the ruling ZANU-PF to wound the veteran politician. ZANU-PF spokesperson Christopher Muchangwa last week said the speaker had crossed the line. Government is under pressure from civic groups and opposition parties to allow diasporans to vote in next year's polls. Ndiweni, who is the chairperson of My Right to Vote pressure group based in the United Kingdom, said holding an election without citizens based in foreign lands would render the outcome illegitimate. Government's recent decision to pay farmers a $90 sweetener on top of the $75,000 paid per ton of maize delivered to the Grain Marketing Board DMB could fail to resolve Zimbabwe's grain shortages as producers continue to hold on to their harvest. Sentiments abound that the Zimbabwe dollar component has already been rendered insignificant by currency depression and projections by local research firm Acribos Research Services indicated that the grain farmers would soon start demanding more US dollar payments. The $90 incentive was introduced after farmers had rejected the government's earlier offer to pay 30% of the $75,000 in US dollars, demanding 50% instead. Acribos has also questioned the government's capacity to pay grain farmers the US dollar component. Meanwhile, Agriculture Minister Anxious Masukwa said the current cost plus pricing model was more viable and better than the import parity model. Former MDCT Harare chairperson Zivai Metu has dumped the Douglas Muzora-led opposition party, saying its drubbing during the recent by-election showed that Zimbabweans now preferred the Citizen Coalition for Change Triple C, led by Nelson Chamisa. Metu was the MDC Alliance candidate in the Epworth constituency March 26 by-election and was suspended from the party after he blamed Monzora for the defeat. He came third after Triple C, Etheridge, Kureva, and ZANU-PF's winning candidate Zalera Makiri. Metu has been denied entry into Harvest House, the MDCT headquarters, after speaking against Monzora's alleged misuse of funds and abuse of office. Goromonzi West legislator Energy Mutodi has announced that he is no longer interested in representing the constituency and would not contest in 2023. Mutodi, a former information deputy minister and musician, has since transferred from Mashonaland East to Masvingo province. He made the announcement at a rally in Goromonzi recently, which was attended by senior party officials from the province. Mutodi is now a provincial member in Masvingo province, but he is reportedly facing resistance as some party members frustrate his admission into the party structures. And in other news, "31 Zimbabwean drivers missing in DRC." About 31 drivers from Strat Logistics Zimbabwe are reportedly missing in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, after staging an industrial protest. There are indications that one of the drivers was reportedly taken away by the Congolese army at Group Seal Port in Lumbushami on Saturday. The company's other drivers have blamed Strat's logistics general manager Adrian Smith, human resource manager Tawonga Machigere, and safety manager Gilbert Musariri for the colleagues' predicament. And in entertainment news, on Saturday, the 11th of June, Kanjiva hitmaker Enzo Aishal married Melissa Mafazwa, whom he had proposed to earlier this year on her birthday. And in sports news, Nyasha Mushekwi has enjoyed a slow start to the 2022 Chinese Super League season after his Zhengzheng Greentown side remained winless in its first 3 games. The newly promoted team has so far picked a single point and lies just 2 places above the drop zone. Zhengzheng marked their top flight campaign early this month with a 1-0 loss to Shandong Luang before securing a goalless draw against Shangchang Yatai. They have lost again this afternoon 3-1 to Henan. Mushekwi has featured in all those matches and made his second successive start in the latest game. And here are the news making the headlines once more. Close Mnangagwa Ali, who was once arrested for murdering MDC activist nominated for Zach Poth, Zinara in-house anti-corruption. Pressure piles over diaspora vote. Government maize farmers impairs wages. Mutodi quit elections. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you again same time tomorrow. Have a blessed day.